Hey, they should call, instead of it being WAP, it should be WA for wet asshole. I told him that joke before. Welcome back to the function.
What's up, guys?
First off, one thing I've been thinking about it all morning, and I'm mad that was the best I could do. Is on Two Bears One Cave, Tom Segura always starts it off where he's like, "Yeah, Bert, I get it that you hate black people. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Two Bears One Cave." And he always just like throws them under the bus like right as they start. And it's really funny. But yeah. Funny. Anyway, do you know one thing that somebody told me at work yesterday that I thought was hilarious because of the fact that no one else cared?
What's that?
I didn't know until, I guess, today, all the memes I'm seeing, but that Oprah interviewed Meghan Markle and Harry.
I was like, I do not give a fuck, and my entire timeline is covered in that.
They literally aren't part of the royal family. Now they're just regular people.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Who cares? Even if they were part of the royal, I don't know.
That's true. Who cares? They're not your royal family.
Yeah.
They're not even your family.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just like, I don't care at all. I don't even know what's going on. It doesn't matter at all to me what's going on. Like, the royal family's shitty, but so is every family.
They're like, oh, we left the royal family. Now we have to work.
Yeah.
Like regular. Now we have to earn money like regular people. Instead of just sitting on a couple $100 million worth of real estate in the city of London and England.
No, billion, actually. It's like over $2 billion.
Buckingham Palace is worth $2 billion?
No, all of the land they own is over $2 billion. So
how do they make money off that? Just because it's worth $2 billion, do they generate any income, or is it just like, cool, we own $2 billion of assets that we can't sell?
Tours?
Oh, they could sell it, but
yeah,
maybe. I'm guessing it's that.
I'm sure things like, I'm sure they make so much money off that kind of stuff.
Watch them like own the trademark of like the Union Jack. So like fucking anytime anything with the flag sells, they just make money.
That would be hilarious. Yeah, no, I'm just like.
First off, that's how we get out of debt. The U.S. just patents and trademarks the fucking American flag and then just collects money on everything. Mm-hmm. And then, ta-da, we have no debt.
That's a good idea. It's a really good idea.
You heard it here first, Joe Biden. Listen to my idea.
Job. Yeah, I was like, so I think they're like, oh, she wasn't doing her royal duties. Or maybe she was doing, I don't know.
Didn't she get married into the family and they were like, all right, bye? She had no duties. They didn't even have time to like give her the briefing.
I have no idea.
I don't know. I don't even know.
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care.
Let's
stop talking about this. I really don't care.
Yeah.
How are we starting this off?
Huh?
How do you want to start this off then? Since I don't care about this.
Oh man, I just don't care. Well, let's talk about us more. What's up, dude? Like, how are you, dude? Let's just talk about your feelings, maybe.
Wait, what?
Let's just talk about feelings or something.
Feelings. You know what I feel that's really stupid and that we're definitely in a bubble and I want to buy more of the VIX is the fact that not only are sports cards selling for what they are, but NFTs.
I don't even
get into it. I don't even want to talk about it here because of the amount of people that I've heard talk about it already.
No, we're getting into it. Bro, NFTs is the future. And here's why. It's because we're making $1 billion.
Is this what happens when people don't know how to use Kickstarter? I think this is literally the response of people don't know how to use Kickstarter, or they're too lazy to, so they'll just be like, fuck it, I don't want to make a video, let me just sell something.
Yeah, maybe.
So stupid.
No, okay, look, here's what we're doing. So OpenSea, you know about OpenSea, that's like the biggest NFT trading platform.
I don't know the name of any of them, but I believe, well, actually, let me see. I think there's one on here that I was going to talk about. No, continue.
Okay, OpenSea is like the biggest one that I know of, and so I mean you can do pretty much any NFT that exists right now.
Are y'all gonna jump on that bubble, by the way?
Oh, we're jumping on the bubble. We are we're gonna into the bubble, add some more air. to it.
This is one of those that it's just like, God, I would love to be the broker of anything right now.
Yeah.
Like I would love to be Coinbase
Yeah.
right now, making fuckloads of money. I'd love to be all these NFT trading platforms. I'd love to be all the places that are like my boss just spent $2,000 getting his old basketball cards fucking graded.
Whoa.
I mean, he had like 70 of them, but still, like that's still very expensive.
Yeah,
I'm just like,
crazy expensive.
I just want to be making all the money, helping other people expand the bubble without actually touching it.
Right. Yeah, no, so what we're going to do, OpenSea, so everything on OpenSea, like, since it's been popping off, is, like, so fucking expensive. Like, the cheapest thing I could find was, like, $500. And, like, one of these things, it's called CryptoPunks.
Are they all? Is that the thing? Is there you can't use actual currency? You have to use cryptocurrency to buy it, or
So
can you actually buy regular stuff with money?
I know
other money.
OpenSea has some kind of like essentially it's built with the Ethereum blockchain.
Okay, that makes sense. Why everything I've seen has been in Ethereum. So.
Yeah, so it has something to do with that. I don't really know. I didn't get really too deep into the technical side of things.
I bet that has made Ethereum explode.
Probably. I have some Ethereum. I should check that. Probably made like $20 or something. No, so well, I don't know what I was saying. Oh yeah, so OpenSea, everything's based on Ethereum, whatever. Everything is crazy expensive. There's something called CryptoPunks, which is these little icon characters.
Yes, I've heard about those.
$34,000 is the cheapest one you can buy right now.
Yeah.
So here's what we're gonna do. We're not actually gonna do this. So if someone wants to steal this idea, that's fine. Or wants to give me, like $500,000 to do it, I'll do it. So what we're going to do is essentially build a platform on top of OpenSea or the other trading platforms where the allure of the NFT is that you can own a non-fungible token for this item, this entity.
Tim Dillon suggests doing that with all the people who died of COVID. Just sell NFTs. They just be like,
Oh
you're on the ventilator. It's just like, say cheese, and then takes the fucking picture, and then ta-da, that's you bought this person.
Jesus. Well, yeah. So you can buy like countries or like whatever, I don't know, something. So
is that also linked to where everyone? I keep hearing that people are buying virtual real estate.
yeah, so there's this one of the things that you can buy is there's this huge plot of land and you can buy a 1x1 square on the plot of land. And so I don't really know. I don't really get what's
Can you
going
build?
there, but I can build. No, I've
No, I mean like, can you build on the plot?
I have no
Or
idea.
you just, okay.
I was making a Fortnite joke.
Ah,
Yeah.
I missed that. /whoosh.
So anyway, what we're gonna do is build a platform on top of that where you can essentially just buy a percentage of an NFT. So if it's essentially like you buy 1% of.
I want to buy 1% of the Logan Paul NFT.
Yeah, yeah. You buy 1% of that, and once you get, once it reaches the actual price, it purchases it, and now you own 1%. So there's gonna be another blockchain that's describing how much of the other blockchain.
Is it going to be called Colin Chain?
Oh, it's gonna be called Cock Chain, maybe.
Cock Chain. Ooh. I like that. Cock Chain.
Yeah,
That'd be funny.
I think that's probably a real thing already. A cock
bet.
chain.
One thing I saw is that, is it Mark Cuban? Didn't the Dallas Mavericks make like the largest like change? Like they've purchased the most amount of Dogecoin out of like anyone.
Did they?
I swear to God, I want to say I read something that they bought like an absurd amount.
That's hilarious.
Like they probably bought, I don't know. I mean, I can't even think of the number, but they were just like, yeah, it was so much so that they were like, we have now traded the most amount of Dogecoin.
Wow, that's crazy. Wait, Mark Cuban himself or
No, the Dallas Mavericks.
the Mavericks as an organization?
Well, I think it was, I mean, he owns the Mavericks, so it was him who did
Right.
it. But, yeah.
That is hilarious.
I know somebody else.
Why?
I don't know.
I guess the same
Maybe
reason
it's
that
because
Tesla bought all the Bitcoin.
maybe it goes to the same thing as like how he was just like, I liked all the GameStop frenzy because it got my son into investing, and everyone was just like, you're worth $3 billion. I think you should be getting your. It was like, you're famous for being an investor.
Yeah.
Maybe you should get your son into
Yeah.
investing.
GameStop is what did it. Not my son or my dad is a literal shark sometimes.
Correct. Would you like to?
Oh, we're gonna answer the internet?
I know it's early, but
Oh yeah, I forgot it's your turn. You're back with it.
yeah. Well, I mean, I got the whole box.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it'd be overkill if I did every one, so we can mix it up.
Yeah.
But this one is debate the internet. What is the one thing that someone can say that makes you immediately hate them?
I like the royal family.
I like the royal family. That is a good one.
No. I don't know. There's a lot of things. So many things it's hard to describe. So I think this I don't know. I don't think I hate anyone in real life. I don't think anyone that I know personally.
You actually hate them.
Yeah, I don't
I
like
can be like, I hate them, and I'll
Yeah, yeah.
say that all the time,
Right.
but I don't actually hate them.
I don't think in real life there's anyone that I'm like I genuinely want the person to die. I want them to be out of my life forever.
I think for the sake of this meme that you've been continuing on for years now is if somebody's like, I like country music, then I'll have to hate them because, you know, I hate country music.
True. You do hate country music.
Before it used to be Taylor Swift, but then I kind of was just like, eh.
I don't know. I think on Twitter, I get this a lot. I'm like, people that say things like adulting, you know, or like I'm adulting, or look at this. I did a thing. Oh my God.
That's
Cringe. Yeah, that's immediate.
I still
hatred.
love the meme, and it's only because it's our friend Jake and who it is, but everyone's just like, girls are always like, I did a thing, and that thing was Jake. And that was just the meme.
Yeah, I think a lot of things like that. Maybe like no, that's probably the best ones. Those piss me off. Those piss me off irrationally. I'll be like, I know you're just trying to be like a little quirky and like just haha, you're having fun, but I hate you like as a person.
I think for me, it's whenever people are so bored that they just go cancel unnecessary things, like Mr. Potato Head. Like,
oh, it's rough. Okay, I also think this about the Burger King thing.
Wait, what do you mean? What about Burger King?
You see the Burger King thing? Oh my God. So yesterday was International Women's Day, and they tweeted,
women belong in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Oh, that was real?
That was real, yeah.
I saw that and I was like, there's no way this is real.
So they just tweeted, women belong in the kitchen. And then they replied to their own tweet and saying, or at least, or if they want to or whatever. And they're like, but, you know, only 24% of chefs are women. So they made a scholarship basically for women chefs. And
no one saw it. No, everyone just focused on
which was crazy. And I was like, I get you can kind of be mad at Twitter. It's literally my entire life. So I can get that you can kind of be mad at like the first tweet, but then you got to go, oh, okay. It was just kind of like a haha, you know, like it wasn't like so egregiously sexist and horrible that I don't know, or at least I thought. But, you know, I'm a straight white man, so I guess I'm the last person that should be talking. But anyway, I think both those things, that and Mr. Potato Head, I'm just like, y'all just got fucking marketed. Y'all just got marketed so bad. Everyone's talking about Mr. Potato Head and Burger King. Get fucked. Get absolutely fucked. If you got offended by that, get fucked. You got
I guess that's
marketed.
True. My thing is, it's just like, why did they think to like cancel him and force the change? It's like Mr. Potato Head first doesn't have a gender. He's
because you got marketed to. You got fucked.
But he's a potato.
You got fucked, Elliot. You're getting fucked right now. Right now. We're getting fucked.
I guess
talking about it.
I'd like to thank our first sponsor, Hasbro. That would be first off, Hasbro sponsors this podcast, even though no one plays with toys anymore. But
is that true?
Probably
I don't know. I haven't been around a child
Video
for so long.
Video games. Are you kidding me?
I guess.
Video games.
I played
Video games ruined toys.
I played video games and with toys, I think, as a child.
Then there was a point where video games got so good and also so expensive that you were like, fuck toys.
I have no idea. I really don't know. Anyone who's been around a child recently?
It depends on the type of gaming, though. Mm-hmm. I think Nintendo is really what killed toys, specifically. Because, like...
Well, I don't know.
When I was young,
really
when I was that young, I don't want to play Halo. That was not something I ever wanted to play.
Right.
But, like, Mario Party or, like, something on the Wii, that's a different story. That's a lot more... Okay, I'll play this if I'm 7.
Yeah.
But...
I have absolutely no evidence or anything I don't even have an anecdote or anything to back it up. You know what an anecdote is?
That's true. I mean, also look, besides the fact that private equity killed it, Toys R Us is gone.
Oh, I thought you meant private equity killed games or toys. I mean, I'm like, I don't think kids got more interested in private equity than they did with toys.
You just see that private equity simulators like only bought by ages. Number one game purchased on Steam from ages 5 to 12.
Oh my god!
You see, there's like 3 million children in America in that age range. That's just like corporate rating virtually.
Your son's like, all right, I'm gonna go play, and then he comes back out 3 hours later. He's like in a suit.
He's boss baby. He's just boss baby.
Yeah, smoking a cigar. He's just like, father. Man.
Father, what are you doing? I'm about to go to bed. Son, the Asian markets are open. Why are you not trading right now?
Oh man. Yeah. I don't know. This is what I'm trying to say. I don't know what toys. I don't know how many toys are bought ever, or if they ever were. I'm sure some were.
One thing you should do with Breach is only outrage marketing, just to get people talking about it. You do one thing to swing to appease cancel culture, and then you do something alt-right, like right after. And you just keep swinging back and forth. You're just like, today we're not going to accept any black customers. Dude, and then the next day you're just like, we're only hiring women for the next 80 years.
There was so many good tweets about the Burger King thing. It would be like, so basically,
is that why they brought the Anthony Mackie on Wendy Williams back?
I don't know. What do you mean?
Anthony Mackie, there was like a photo that they had where it was just like him like smirking, but then like he apparently like made that comment on Wendy Williams' show.
I don't know.
It's like women belong in the kitchen. That was it.
I have no idea. Well, so there was all these tweets where it'd be like something just super fucking like really shitty, just like super racist, and then it'd be like, ha, gotcha, fooled you, didn't we? We fucked you. We really got you here. We didn't actually mean that. Oh man. There was one. It was like, it just said like, go fuck yourself, and the writer is like, is what we would say if we didn't like you, but really, it was just all these tweets that were
God,
that were basically just the Burger King tweet, just showing how fucking stupid it was. But I don't know. It was a lot worse. Like, you know.
Burger King, I will say, I've been very impressed with their marketing as of late.
Not me.
Well, I mean, they're pushing the envelope. That's for sure.
I just don't have any examples besides this one.
Did you hear about the Impossible Burger one? Or like the when they announced that they were switching to like all natural ingredients or whatever? They were showing the lack of preservatives in it, and they literally just like took out like a full page ad of just like a rotten burger. And they were just like, yep, this is day whatever of a Burger King burger. Unlike competitors like McDonald's or whatever that uses lots of preservatives, our burgers do actually rot because they're made with natural ingredients or whatever. And that was the whole purpose of it.
That's a
but
good ad.
It got everyone out because they were like, why is Burger King showing a rotten burger that has it's like
Killer.
literally the patty's green, like it's gross.
That's kind of fucking huge brain. It's kind of galaxy brain.
They were galaxy braining it. It was I still love the there was a tweet where it's just like me and Hitman, it was like the galaxy brain like thing. It was just like me and Hitman whenever I serve somebody the pufferfish poison and they're like, is it good? And you're just like, it's to die for or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just like all of the death puns that are I've never played Hitman. I hope there's nothing but death puns in that entire game.
I haven't played it either. I know when Hitman 3 came out, I watched like 2 hours of gameplay, but I've never played it. I remember when Fallout 4 came out, you literally binged the entire like.
I've only done that I think for what games have I did it for that. I did it because I didn't feel like playing Super Mario Galaxy 2 and I just watched somebody play it. Except this one there was no commentary. It was literally just like somebody quietly playing it, which was nice. And
That's
it was
hilarious.
Well, with game volume, but like so it made me feel like I was playing the game.
For sure.
It wasn't like, for Fallout, I was watching H2O Delirious, who just is like aggressive and yells curse words.
I actually read yesterday that it's not a terribly disputed fact that Super Mario Galaxy 2 is the best 3D Mario.
Interesting.
I've never played it, so I can't.
I started playing it, but then I sold my Wii before I finished playing it. I played the shit out of Super Mario Galaxy, like the first one.
Yeah.
And I think I 100%ed it like 3 times.
Dude, I've been saying I want to get a PC, like a very crappy PC, hook it up, like just have it like sit basically where the Xbox is,
and then just get the a Dolphin emulator, and just
and then put a Dolphin on it, and then
would be so
we can play like GameCube and Wii games on the big TV.
You know what sucks about that though?
What?
Drew, I was playing the last time I played Super Mario Galaxy was at Drew's house.
Yeah.
But we were playing it on an emulator on his PC.
That.
You have no idea how hard it is to transfer Wii controls over to a not only keyboard and mouse, but like also a GameCube controller. Like,
yeah, that's true.
Because this is what we had to do. So
wait, I remember this. I was there.
Oh yeah, with
and I was on the mouse.
So this is okay. I forgot you were there. So for those who don't know, when you play it like this, is it the C stick? Is that on the GameCube controller?
Yeah.
The C stick is what you use for what you would normally use on the Wii to like aim and like point the wand. So you have to like slightly aim. So we would literally have to pause the game or exit the game, switch controls to back to the keyboard and mouse just for that level.
Oh my god.
Use the mouse for the level and then switch it back. That's very
brutal.
annoying. So it'll probably be easier on other games. Like I can't imagine like Mario Kart or even like or older games. Wii games specifically. If you played GameCube games, I bet you'd be fine.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, no, that shouldn't be a problem. Like, definitely do that. I want to play some Double Dash. I haven't played Double Dash in a fucking. I'm surprised they haven't brought that back. I feel like
crazy.
That's literally
Double Dash is like
literally one of their most popular just older games.
Yeah, it's just I would love Double Dash. No, I've had a hankering for Sunshine. Super Mario Sunshine. That's my favorite 3D game.
Do you ever like
also,
okay, never mind. I was about to say it's like Paper Mario, but you're talking about 3D Mario games, and it's the opposite.
I've only ever played.
My cousin loved Paper Mario, so that's the only reason I've seen so much of it. But
I've never played Sunshine and Odyssey, which I
want to. You do have Odyssey, right?
No, I don't. That was Drew's that we stole for a super long time.
I thought it was Garrett's.
It was Garrett's, you're right.
Fuck. Then I might have to buy. I want to pitch in for both Mario Kart and Mario Odyssey for your Switch.
I want to get Legend of Zelda too.
I've heard that one was good.
Yeah, I played most of it. I was like so close to beating it, and then I just never finished it. It's just so fucking relaxing. Like the art style is like fucking like really nice.
It does look very relaxing, but
it's one of those games that's like, I don't know, just I don't care to like even do the stuff of just like walking around because it's like just very fun.
Yeah,
to just be dicking around and stuff. It feels so alive. I don't know. Just a really quality game. And the music.
Does Nintendo
the music?
I guess besides. Oh yeah, I've heard the music. The soundtrack's good. I was about to say, is there any good Nintendo games coming out? I know Pokemon. Pokemon's about to be like their big next like explosion.
Did you see that?
I heard they're bringing Diamond and Pearl back to the Switch, or they're bringing it to the Switch. So everyone's hype as fuck about that. They're also bringing, is it Sword and Shield? Are those the new ones? Or
That's the newest ones.
Okay, so those are coming out. And then they.
Oh no, those already came out.
Well, then there's another one that's coming out.
A new Sword and Shield.
Yeah, or something like that.
Yeah, like the next iteration.
Yes. The super hype thing that I've heard is, have you heard about like the new Pokédex they introduced?
Mm-mm.
It's basically like cross-platform. It's like a central Pokédex that you can save from like all of your Pokemon games. Like it'll be like these are, it'll be like, this is your Pokédex. These are all the Pokemon you have on Pokemon Go. These are all the ones you have on Diamond. These are all the ones you have on Pearl. These are, and like it'll break it out by game. It'll just show you all the Pokemon you have. And Matt Landry right now is literally trying to catch them all before he has been nonstop for the past 2 fucking weeks playing Pokemon, and
Pokemon Go's got to be impossible though. There's so many.
He's not doing that. He's not doing Go, but he's doing all the ones that he has on the Switch.
Yeah.
And also I think isn't the new thing is they're gonna make it like fully like open world. Like
yeah, it's supposed to be like Legend of Zelda except Pokemon.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
But the problem is Breath of the Wild was so Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild was so good that everyone's like, it can't be that good. Like temper your expectations because there's no way it's gonna be that good.
What were those games these were obscure Pokemon games that I don't remember how they were? Is it like the ones that had dungeon in the name?
Oh,
do you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
Can you look that up?
Yeah. Your phone's right here. Oh, there she is.
With
dungeon in the name?
I'm trying to remember, but it was like Pokemon like Secret Dungeon, or it was like something like that. Like just Google Pokemon Dungeon, see if they have. And I remember they were like a different kind of style, I think, of Pokemon game.
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon?
Let me see the art for it. Is no, it was older than that. I think they had like a red and a blue version of it, and that was like the whole, because they always release it.
Blue Rescue Team.
No.
There's a blue version.
Well, I mean,
does it look like this?
I don't remember.
I have no idea.
Oh well, I'll try and find it later. But
okay.
No, I think it'll be interesting. But other than that, are there any other games that are exciting coming out soon? Other than that,
Breath of the Wild 2. Everyone thought it was coming out this year, but they basically said no, it's not coming out this year, but it's gonna be fucking sick. That's what they said. So wait for some updates later in the year. So I'm hyped for that. Good games coming out this year. I don't know. Nothing that I'm excited for. Like the only things that
Any other new? How many characters in Smash do we have left that are still coming? Because I feel like that
one more.
Okay, I was about to say. I feel like there's nothing but. I feel like they keep saying, "Yeah, we've only got 7 more." And like,
Yeah.
I feel like they've been saying that for so long, even when new characters come out.
They just released another one, Pyra and Mithra. I don't know who they are. Big titty anime bitches though.
Ooh.
Yeah, hype. And
I wish they just were like super, just like they just steered into the skid, and then just like one of the moves was like you just can fucking slam people with your giant anime titties.
What game is that? Or no, it was an anime or something. I don't know. That like I think Clay was talking about where that's essentially it's like a fighting anime or something where they just fight with their tits the entire time. Oh my God. And it's just like supposed to be super ridiculous.
First I thought you were going to you know what game I've completely forgot existed, but it's just like I for some reason remembered it really recently was, do you remember Lollipop Chainsaw?
No.
It was some weird, it was basically just like imagine like the closest thing without like the face makeup of just like slutty looking Harley Quinn.
Okay.
And it was just that, but she just had like one of those like Mass Effect like fucking machine guns with a chainsaw in the end. It was just a zombie game. That was it. It was just a really hot anime girl just murdering zombies. That was it.
That's hilarious.
I'm pretty sure that I could be wrong. Leave it in the comments below if you've played Lollipop Chainsaw. But
no, I've never heard of that. That sounds pretty amazing though.
It was the only reason I remember that is it was eons ago whenever I used to actually go to GameStop a lot.
Yeah.
That was like one of the things they were like marketing fucking everywhere. So that's the only reason I remember it is because it was all over GameStop or the one GameStop I went to that summer. I remember that summer I went to GameStop like fucking once every other week.
Do you remember what was it was like a Wii game. It was like you make a monster and then you fight your monster against other monsters. Fuck, Jack always
Monster vs. Monster?
No.
Monster Hunter?
No, I don't remember what
Monster
it is.
Hunts Monster.
No, not any of those.
Monster Squared.
You know it was a banger, an absolute banger, underrated classic.
What?
Spore.
Never played it. I know it
Underrated
was.
classic,
And
absolute
who was
banger.
it recently that was bringing up just like playing Spore?
Me.
Was it you?
I play it like every few years. I'll just jump on and play it. Like,
I
all
think
the way
David
through.
like made a comment of it and be like, "Colin, you gotta go play Spore."
Dude, I'm gonna download it on my computer and play it in the living room and make y'all watch a full playthrough. It's so much fun. Like, oh.
The only thing close to that I played was fucking. Probably wasn't close to that. Was Skylanders.
Wait, isn't that like a card fighting game or something?
No, at first it was like. It was. I swear it was similar to Spore, but what they did is like they had like a fucking portal that you could like plug into the console, and then there was something about it that you would like put the character like on the thing, and you could put them on, and then that's the character that you like. If you want to pick this character, you just throw them on. I only know about it because apparently it's connected to the universe because Spyro was in it, which that's a fucking throwback. Fucking Spyro.
No, they actually made a new Spyro game. Like,
really?
Yeah, like a couple years ago, and Andrew was playing it while we were like at the camp or something, and it's like good. It was like kind of fun.
I mean, it was a good IP back in the day, but I mean, I remember playing it on like Nintendo DS.
Yeah.
Like, that was how fucking long ago it was.
Yeah. I'd never played a Spyro, I don't think. I also never played like a Crash Bandicoot.
I played
or like a
one.
Banjo Kazooie.
Never played. Are Banjo
garbage fucking games?
Is Banjo in the same as Crash?
I don't know. I do know. Actually, no, I did play Crash. I played one Crash game.
You know, it was also Miguel. I love how Miguel just like reminisces about it so much. But is it Sly Fox? What is it?
Sly Fox.
Yeah.
Also garbage fucking game. Kidding.
I was like, I heard that game was good.
I'm sure it was good. I never played it.
That and it wasn't Ratchet and Clank. Another one.
Ratchet and Crank. Also garbage fucking game. I owned several of those games, and I played very little of Ratchet and Crank, and Sly Cooper. That's his name. Sly Cooper?
I don't know. Or is it Sly?
Sly Cooper Fox.
I don't remember. I know Sly is in the name.
Sly Cooper, I believe, is the
Sounds
name. He
right.
is a fox.
Sounds right. Yeah. Is this Sly Cooper?
Sly Cooper, yes.
They're gonna have him in Smash.
Wait, but that would be sick.
I think he'd be a sick Smash character.
No, yeah, Sly Cooper is his name. Wait. I always thought he was like more fox-like, but I think he is.
Is he a raccoon?
He's a raccoon. Yeah, I think he's a raccoon.
Interesting.
He is a raccoon. 100%. He's a raccoon. Sly Cooper. Raccoon.
He'd be a sick Smash character, though. I think he would.
Yeah.
Have you
Sorry,
seen?
you know.
Have you seen all the ways that Jay-Z's two big money moves?
No, I heard that his net worth was revealed or something.
His net worth was revealed, I thought, whenever he became a billionaire.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Um,
I would reveal it and be like, I'm a billionaire.
So the first one was Moet Hennessy announced that they bought 50%, or they bought, I think it was at least 50% or a majority stake in Ace of Spades.
Okay, I did see that.
So he cashed out with that. So that was, I mean, that's big. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up like either selling the whole thing or basically them putting him in charge of like all of their liquor brands that are, I guess, outside of like, I feel like wine isn't his thing.
Yeah.
It would just be like champagne and liquor and like what they own. But then the other big one, this one was last week. I don't know if you saw, did you see about what happened with Square? Square bought a majority stake in Tidal, and Jay-Z is now on the board of Square.
That is crazy to me. Why did Square want Tidal?
It was very weird. And I think they're in the works. It's rumored that it's something about like making just it easier for artists to monetize. Like,
Okay. I don't understand.
I know they have merch plugins and like stuff plugged into Spotify to where you can actually like buy merch through Spotify.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if they have this feature either, but I think it might be the connection to it of like, I think they're trying to, they might even sell like live events and like do as much through Tidal as possible to like have it all in one experience. Wait, what?
Isn't that what makes Tidal so like nice for artists anyway? That like
Well, they also pay the most to artists.
Right.
Like I want to say they pay literally double of what like Spotify pays.
How expensive is Tidal?
The cheapest one I think is $12 a month.
Oh, okay. I mean,
and then the hi-fi one I want to say is like 20. I don't know. I really don't know. But
how much is Apple Music? Is it 5 or 10?
For $16, that's what we have, but that's for the family plan. So that's
Right.
for 6 users. So,
Yeah.
which I'm surprised y'all don't have.
We
Don't y'all
did.
all share one?
Yeah, no, we did, but then I got my own. So
Okay.
yeah, now I pay for it, which is fucking depressing. But
Which is why you should have just gotten the family. No, because
I should have.
No, because the family one you have your own separate. I remember whenever y'all all.
No, I
had-
know. Yes, but I got my own separate account completely.
And you still have the family plan, and you couldn't just like make a sub under the family plan where you have your own music and stuff like that.
I don't know. I didn't really try all that hard
Because that's
I was
what we
just
do.
I don't
is
want to be.
We're under the same family plan, but like I don't get what my parents save. They
Oh.
don't get what I save, and they don't get my playlist and stuff like that. So.
Okay. Well, no, I didn't try very hard. I just used the same one.
But I'm very interested where that's going to go because that doesn't make that much sense.
Yeah.
So we will see. I think it was a bigger deal for the fact that Jay-Z is now this. If this was like when Square first came out, I would have been like, okay, maybe. But Square is fucking Square popped off so much that like I think Square is bigger than Twitter, and
Really?
like so like Jack Dorsey's more of
Yeah.
his money is tied to Square than it is to.
I always thought, I don't know why I always get confused. I always think he owns Tile. But it's Square.
Yeah,
They're both Square, they're both Square things.
yeah.
They look similar, have a similar brand.
They do. And I just first off, just forgetting that they own Cash App is like
Who?
Square owns Cash App. That's like another big money maker.
Did not know that.
Yeah. No, I mean that's what makes them like they're literally up. They're probably PayPal's second biggest competitor or like biggest competitor is
Right.
because it's like they have their biggest competitor of Venmo, and then also I mean they're competing to. they compete on a lot of different things. I mean, I would say Square is also not only fighting the battle against PayPal, but they're fighting Stripe.
Yeah.
Because I think they're trying to move more into being like the default like back end payment processor, but Stripe's just so easy, I feel like.
I don't know. I haven't really used any of them besides just like little drop-in.
No, that's literally all of Stripe's appeal. Is it's just the drop-in.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like they make it as easy as possible. But I guess since we're on the tech talk, the Google and the change in ad policy. I know we talked about
that's
this.
interesting.
That was surprising.
Kind of,
I guess they really, which is, I think it's hilarious that like, I don't think they were as under direct scrutiny, which first off, I forgot that like Tim Cook is like verbally like condemning Mark Zuckerberg and like the way they treat privacy.
Being kind of mean.
Yeah. Like old Tim Apple is bullying Zuck.
He is. Zuck's like, sorry.
It's like, sorry, we're not changing anything. We are not like, they probably saw that headline and they were like, there is no fucking way we were doing that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it makes more sense. Well, maybe does it? It doesn't make more sense.
Well,
it doesn't
also,
make any
I want to
sense.
know how much it's going to change. First off, I'm wondering if they're going to be able to charge as much as for ads because their ads are not going to be as well targeted.
Yeah.
I think so. I'm trying to remember the correct change, but wasn't the change them saying that they're not going to use your? Is it they're not going to use their history, or they're just not going to go through your phone when you're not opening the app?
I didn't read into it. Just saw the headline.
I think it was one of those. It was one. But it was also just like, how deep are they going to go into this? Is the other thing.
Yeah.
I guess.
And then how long is it going to last? You know? Like, what if they do this and they're like, we're making way less money. Let's just go back to it.
I mean, it makes sense because Google actually tries to be at least upfront. Facebook doesn't even try. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Google's slogan for the longest time was "Don't be evil."
Right. And everyone's like, "Oh, they removed it." No, they didn't. They just put in their values.
But it makes more sense. The other thing though is like Google's trying to do more. So like that was the thing is I like gave them a pass for the longest time. And I'm like more okay when they do it than when like Facebook does it.
Right.
Like, especially because it's like, I'm searching for something. I'm actively seeking this. Facebook, on the other hand, it's like, I'm doing something and you're interrupting me.
Yeah.
YouTube's a different story. The 2 YouTube ads now, I'm not a huge fan of that, but
dude, that's brutal. I don't know what it is. It makes me so angry though. Because I always end up getting Rise of Kingdoms and fucking Raid Shadow. No, not Raid Shadow Legends. I don't get Raid Shadow Legends anymore. I get AFK Arena.
Nothing is it's better than hey, Barstool, I've got Answer the Internet now. Stop advertising to me. Stop targeting me. Because I remember like 2 months ago, I fucking opened like 80 different YouTube tabs and I literally would like shift tab to go to each one to like pause it. And it would literally just be like, I opened a bunch of like podcast episodes. It was like shift tab, pause the Answer the Internet tab, shift tab, answer. It was literally like 8 tabs in a row of just Answer the Internet. Jesus. All the same ad. I'm like, I got it. Thank you. Going to buy it. Save your money.
I really want to just have an option to just be like, I am never going to use this. Like this Rise of Kingdoms game and AFK Arena. I am never going to download
like, Barstool, stop ad.
Ever.
I already bought it. I already bought it. Stop advertising this.
Done. Like a check mark. Like, gotcha. I seen it. I've seen it. I'm so impressed. Not like I'm impressed, but I'm an impression. I've seen it. I've recognized it. And no, I'm never downloading it. Ever.
Yeah. It's going to help them. It's going to help them.
Yeah, exactly. I'm saving them money. Jesus. Anyway.
But what else was I going to say? Oh yeah, it was the other thing is Google's trying to do so many other things and it's like, yeah, we get it that this is so profitable that it's able to fund everything else that isn't.
Yeah.
So yeah, but like
cool shit like the Google Glass.
Google Glass sucked ass. You know, it was literally the greatest thing for it that I wished and I wanted to do. They have a little, you never see in the pictures, but it's got a little earpiece so you can like hear it and it won't go through like the shitty speakers that are there. Dude, do you know how sick it would be as if I'm just watching YouTube? Just like on the Google Glass? Like it's so shitty. YouTube, it can't even open YouTube. It opens YouTube and then immediately crashed every fucking time. If you could at least fix that, it would have been worth it. Yes, I have a Google Glass. I'll wear it in the next episode. How about that? But no, it's dog shit. It's like the only thing I've ever done anything is like the camera. Yeah. But I think the camera can't support videos longer than 30 seconds. So it might as well be like the goddamn TikTok glass, which I know it's 60 seconds. So don't fucking correct me. But
TikTok glass?
What?
There's a TikTok glasses?
No, I was saying they should call it the TikTok glass because it only does for 30 seconds. But I know TikToks can go for a minute.
It's like the Snapchat glasses.
So lens.
Imagine.
So lens.
Yeah.
That already exists.
That's what I couldn't remember what it's called. That is also how'd that happen? How'd they happen? And I don't know did that get to become a product? I've never seen.
This was back when Sergey Brin was more involved.
No, not the Google. Not the Google.
Oh,
Glass.
the lens.
The Google Glass was like innovative. The lens
was stupid.
You kidding me?
It was so stupid. Well, also there's the difference in price points. The lens was what, like $100?
I think so.
My parents spent like $1,100 on the Google Glass. The Google Glass is expensive as shit.
Jeez.
It's literally the price of an iPhone. Like, which actually I haven't bought an iPhone. I haven't bought an iPhone in a while, so I hope iPhones aren't more expensive than that. I mean, that's already a fuck ton, but
no, I think this one was like cheap. Oh, it's relatively. It was like $500 or something.
Yeah, but I don't go through phones that much, so like whenever I buy them, I buy like.
Yeah, I mean this is the XR. This was like last year's.
Okay.
Or not last year's, I guess 2 years.
I think I also suck that I always managed to buy iPhones in September when the new ones drop.
Yeah,
October.
that's the problem.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
I just happen to need a new phone because I think the first phone I got on my birthday is I always get a new one around my birthday.
Yeah.
So then I'll buy it and then I'm like, wait, fuck, I should have just waited, spent a little bit more, and now this phone would have carried me longer.
What you do is you buy the previous year's phone immediately after the new year's phone is announced. Because that's when everyone's selling their old phone. You know?
Yeah, but I don't buy it used. I buy it from Apple.
Well,
I still buy from, because that's the other thing is I get the credit to trade in my old phone.
Then what you do is wait until the next year's phone is released, then buy the old phone.
Yeah, I mean, well, I end up doing that anyway. They're already pre-ordering them anyway, so like I go and I'm just like, give me the best one you've got.
Yeah. That's fair.
But throwing it back, tech. Last thing with tech. So. Whatnot. Have you heard of Whatnot? So they raised $20 million in their Series A round from Andreessen Horowitz, which Andreessen Horowitz is popping off on their like interesting things. So it's similar to do you know, wait, fuck, what's the name? Do you know like the NBA thing? That's like NFTs?
NBA?
No, the NBA, like the basketball. Like, do you know what I'm talking about? It's like, it's not Hot Shot, it's something. Do you know what I'm talking about though? So basically, first off, throwing it back to NFTs, the NBA has their own one where it's basically like moments. You can basically buy moments in like high def, and it's just ta-da, you own this.
Okay.
And it's an NFT, and they're going like fucking crazy. They're selling like, it might be like, oh, when LeBron dunked this ball in this game at this time or whatever, and it's like, cool, you own that one. This one is like that, but it's for it's a live stream collectibles marketplace. So it's like moments from. I think that one's cooler than
like
sports because
Twitch?
like, yeah, well, that's why I think that one's cooler. Is because, well, never mind. Just now thinking this out loud because I was like, oh, you can watch. I was like, why would you buy the Hot Shot or whatever from the NBA? It's like most of these replays are going to be playing on ESPN. But then I was just like, wait, almost every streamer puts their highlights on fucking YouTube, so
Yeah.
you can just find it there. So then I was just like,
Yeah, but you can own it, and that's the cool part.
yeah, no, I mean,
Or you can own 1% of it with we've already picked
Steve
a name.
Aoki invested in this. It says, but it says they focus primarily on Pokemon cards, Funko Pops, Fig Pins, and sports cards, but comic books, video games, and vintage hardwares. But live stream collectibles is really like their thing. So
I see, dude. I'm trying to get in there. I'm trying to get a slice of this pie. You know,
NFTs.
Yeah, I just don't know where to get in.
I would literally just like to do it and then just try and we just be like, all right, cool. We're gonna work 12 hours a day every day and not take a break until we grow this, sell it for a couple million, and then at the peak, while everyone's losing their mind at a retarded valuation, probably shouldn't have said that, but so don't cancel me. But then just be like, cool. Let the bubble burst and be like, you overpaid. Kind of like whenever fucking Cisco paid a ridiculous amount of money for Flip.
Oh,
right
yeah.
before smartphones came out, so like
Yeah.
digital camera companies were like fucking going crazy.
It's tough.
And it's just like, yeah, now we
Huge
have
L.
this.
Sorry, Cisco. Yeah, I think Cisco has regressed a little bit. Not regressed.
I didn't know they were as big as they were.
Well, and just in general.
I mean, I knew Cisco was worth like a couple billion, but I didn't know they were, I thought there was like no way they were worth more than 20. They're like $100 billion company. Like they're fucking massive.
Well, yeah.
Also, did you see they're trying to compete with Teams now? They're trying to be cool, and they've got
Yeah.
a version of Teams.
Well, that's the thing. I think after that, they kind of went back to their thing, which
Teams
is
makes
infrastructure.
Sense. Yeah,
They
Teams
are-
makes sense.
Yeah,
Like a Teams competitor.
yeah. They do infrastructure. That's their entire thing. They actually have some really cool products.
I bet they do. It's just, come on, Flip.
Right. Flip. Come on.
Don't be consumer if you've literally grown this big, being an enterprise company.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, so we toured their facility in when we went to Silicon Valley, and it was so fucking cool. You walk into the reception area, and it's this big ass desk and a TV monitor, and like it's just so like kind of ridiculous in how like futuristic they're trying to make everything. But it's like this fucking space station reception desk. A guy on a TV monitor turned around. He turns around in his chair on the monitor. He's like, "What's up, guys?" And we were like, "That was awesome." And then we went upstairs. He took us on the tour. He's like, "You're gonna go to your left." So we walk out. There's another TV monitor. He's on that one too, and he's like, "So this is gonna be this. This is gonna be this. We're gonna go upstairs." We walk up the stairs. He's on another TV monitor. He's like, "If you walk down this hall and take a left."
Was it like live stream, or was he like?
Yeah,
or
live
was it
streaming,
pre-recorded?
live stream.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool.
He's like, take a left, and then you take another left. And then we did that. And there's another TV monitor, and then he's like, "You'll see me." And we take a left, and then he's just right there in his like at his desk, like
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, recording the thing. And we're like, "Oh, what's up?" It
Um,
was awesome.
one thing I thought, I don't know if it's because y'all are too in it, but I didn't know if at Breach y'all would just like watch Silicon Valley together and then try and take, just for the sake of the meme, take funny things they do in that and like put it as like stuff to do in y'all's company.
No, I
It's just, like, funny
I
things.
really want to watch that show because it, you know,
We have HBO now, so you should. Oh, it's on Hulu now. Fuck.
sick.
So, yeah.
I think I've been had HBO.
Well, Meredith put HBO on her thing. Let's switch into IPs since I know. Did you already tell your IP?
Oh yeah, that was it. It was
Oh.
essentially, it's called Rudder. It's the name. And so you know, like OpenSea, this is the rudder
Okay.
to navigate the OpenSea.
Okay.
You can buy your percentage of NFTs, make $1 billion. Bang.
Okay, so this is mine. I'm going to sell this to the Match Group.
Okay.
Or Bumble, whoever wants to pay more.
Yep.
It's called the Hot and Shallow Dating App.
Okay.
Name is still working, but I think
Yeah, well, I can think of a name for you.
I think it fits. It's going to be hot without the vowel.
HT.
But so it's a dating app that's almost exclusively for hot people.
Ah,
So
almost.
Okay, so here's the thing. Ugly people can be on it too, but there's like an AI that like grades people and you're either hot or not.
Okay.
So but it's not hot or not.
Yeah.
You're either
It's AI graded. Yeah.
Yes, but it's either hot. I was even thinking about like we're just going to put fucking people and we're going to have like a panel that their whole job is to just review the new users and be like this person isn't hot. Kick
Yeah.
'em. But then I was like, we're a tech company. We'll have AI do that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And it'll be exactly like Tinder. We're going to completely rip off Tinder.
Yeah. Completely rip it off.
Except that's the catch is that it's hot, ugly people, and ugly people can be together too, but everyone's like, ugly people sometimes ugly people can get people out of their league because they're funny or like they have a good personality.
Yeah.
So the thing is that if your odds increase the more money you pay, but if you're in the ugly thing, you can pay to get basically get the odds increased to be thrown into the hot pool every once in a while, or every certain amount of time. I haven't figured that out. And I was even thinking, it's like, hey, we're a good, wholesome tech company. We aren't shallow at all.
Yeah.
Even though we're the hot and shallow dating app.
Yeah. Well, I know. But we're not.
So we like Cinderella stories. So one thing we're thinking about doing is if you like make it into a hot person and they like swipe, like it's whatever. I've never been on Tinder. It's swipe right, the good thing.
Swipe right is
Yes.
I like you.
If they swipe right, you get a chance to record like a 30-second like video ad that they like can't get out of. So like if they select you, you have your one shot.
Oh my
and then-
God,
Or
30
we could
seconds
even
to
shoot
your
actually
shot.
no. It's even better. it automatically like FaceTimes them. They can't end the call, and they notify you. You have a certain amount of time to hop on and like video chat.
Wait, actually, I think we should really lean into this idea. It's called like the Cinderella app or something. So it's just a totally normal.
Cinderella with no vowels.
Oh, that'd be hard.
What is it? CNDRLL.
Cinderella.
We might need the A on the end.
Yeah. So it'd basically be that, except we don't tell you that you're getting put in the hot or not group.
Well, yeah, we're not gonna say that.
Yeah.
It's just gonna happen.
Like
it's just like
going
regular
to Tinder, where it's like the hot people are the people who are, getting more matches, whatever. But if you are classified as ugly or something along those lines, if you're classified as like less desirable,
no,
it's like but you get an out of your league match, which is gonna be like above a certain point, then you get a free FaceTime call for like a minute. They just can't end it.
Yeah, they can't even get out of the app. They can't even get out of the app. There's actually a thing that like with new technology that comes with hardware, they actually have their phone glued to their hands temporarily, and they can't even put the phone down.
Yeah,
they have to look. Mm-hmm. Or I was gonna say you just have like drone robots on standby that just like fly and just like hold them down and make them watch the video. We've got your shot. Hey, that's our thing. We could also be called Underdog with no vowels. Because if you do get the chance to shoot your shot, there's no interruptions. It's guaranteed that you will have a shot, but you have to pay to be thrown into that. That was the thing. Is I was like, the amount of people that are just like, yeah, I'll pay $20 to get a shot with the 10.
Yeah. No, actually, I think I like the video version because the live stream, you might not be ready. Imagine it's just like
the video version, or like it's just a pre-recorded video of them just
and
like,
they just can't get out of it.
Yeah, that's easier to do too.
Yeah, if you're some like super ugly dude and it's like this really attractive girl and she's like maybe he's funny or something.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe they'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, but then like if maybe you're a little self-conscious and like you are funny, you're a funny guy, but like you're kind of self-conscious. But you're put on the spot, you're on a live stream, you're a live video, you're like, oh, I don't know what to say. But if you got 30 seconds to make a video, you can really show yourself off, So
I think that's a good idea. Now that I said that out loud, I think that's a good idea.
Oh my god, we're about to make.
I mean, people's gonna be really mad that we're gonna like separate people between hot or not. But other than that, it's
they're not gonna know that.
They're not gonna know that unless they watch this and we tell them. It'd be like, hey,
but we're not gonna do that.
No, here's the thing. Hold up. Here's how we can get away with it. So people innately think higher of themselves than they actually are, I would say. No one's like, I'm not ugly. I'm all right or whatever. They're never like, I'm not the ugly one.
Yeah.
Everyone's just going to think they're in the hot category. That's the thing. We're going to tell them it exists, but everyone's just going to assume they're
No, we tell them they exist and we tell everyone that they're in it. Like, we tell everyone that they're in it. And the only way they know is when they get their Cinderella story.
Oh, I was going to say, they only know whenever they start seeing and they're just like, they see who they're being matched with.
No, they can see no, they can't see anyone until they pay.
Wait, what do you mean? The only time they get the Cinderella story is like they have the pre-recorded video made, but it's just like your odds of it getting seen depends on how much you pay.
I see. Okay.
So it's like, hey, you might get thrown to a hot one once every 1,000 swipes they do or whatever. But if you pay like $20, that goes down to 100, which then goes down to 50. And then it's like, if you pay us $1,000 in 10 swipes, you will, and somebody will see you.
You're getting some Cinderella stories in here.
You can literally pay to be put in front of hot people.
Yeah. I think it's a pretty good idea. And I really think it's not conceited or like anything like that.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And I think it's the best part of it, It's just wholesome.
Yeah. You know what I also realized since we talked about it and just coming back, but Drizzy season is back.
It is.
I think
it's almost upon us.
I think that whenever you made the comment, and I mean I already thought this, I think Drake on the chorus of What's Next might just be the most boring Drake ever.
I didn't make that comment.
Well, it's just like everyone's like wants to hear Drake talk about Rolls Royces, his giant 767, and all the cool rich shit he gets to do because he's Drake.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, on Valentine's Day I had sex.
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
And it's just like, come on, Drake.
Right. On Valentine's Day I had sex.
That's not that.
Like, hey, man.
Like
sort
with,
of like every
with 80 women on the roof of the Burj Khalifa, like at least spice it up.
Insane.
Spice it up.
Insane.
Like,
but like so did like everyone's parents.
Yeah. So did any person in a relationship.
Yeah. I don't know. I was like, okay, Drake. So I was just,
Also, it's not even that. It was also just
I
like
had dinner with my family.
it was just like over the summer, all I did was rest. Okay, I was like, cool.
Did he say that?
Yeah, it's over. It's like
bland.
it's during summer. All I did was rest. Okay, on New Year's, all I did was stretch. Okay, on Valentine's Day, I had sex. Okay, now you wonder what's next. Okay.
Okay, well then maybe he was just okay. See, I didn't realize that he was.
You don't know those chorus?
No. I didn't know the other. I didn't listen to the rest of the chorus. I didn't realize that he was like kind of leading up to it with other just pretty mundane things.
Yeah.
Okay, well then
It's
never
not
mind.
like he was just like, I drove a Bugatti
That
through
is
the
what I
roof
thought.
of
That
a
is
skyscraper,
I
and on
thought-
Valentine's Day I had sex. Okay.
I wasn't really paying attention, but I thought he was like, you know,
saying whatever Drake shit he normally says,
yeah,
and then he was
whipping
just
a
like,
Lambo,
on Valentine's
okay.
Day I had sex.
On Valentine's Day, I thought that was supposed to be like a flex, but he was just like saying this was like a mundane year, maybe. I don't know. Okay, that changes it completely for me then. Never mind.
I think, well, I mean, I do like the song because it's kind of like everyone's just like, Drake, what are you doing? And he's just like, okay, I'll tell you. And he's
like, I'm
like,
just hanging
everyone's
out.
wondering what's next.
I'm just
What's Drake
hanging
doing
out
next?
here. He's just kind of living the life, you know. He's kind of won already.
I mean, he has. He literally won the decade, the last decade of music.
He's like the 20s. I don't need that one. Yeah, I'm actually pretty excited for his next album though.
I'm calling it like the last one. Being the timeline, he dropped Scary Hours, and then he dropped, I don't know the layout of the single wise, but he dropped Scary Hours, and then he dropped 2 singles, and then he dropped the album in June. So being that we got 3 songs instead of 2, I'm thinking one of those is going to make the album, and then he's going to drop 1, maybe 2 singles, unless 2 of those make the album, and then we'll see. And then he's going to drop the album in June, because especially seeing how America is opening back up, I wouldn't be surprised if he does drop it in June so he can tour in the fall.
I think that would make the most sense to me. Or May. I would say even May, so that
Well, the reason I'm
people
saying
start
is just
getting
because
excited about it.
well, I mean, he announced the album like 3 months in advance. Like,
Yeah,
I remember we were waiting so long.
Yeah, he was
for
planning to drop
Scorpion.
it in February. I think he's just he's waiting for sure. He's waiting on
It's for tour.
COVID
It's
restrictions.
100% for touring.
Yeah, he's definitely waiting on COVID restrictions to lighten up.
That man makes $50 million a tour. Why would he not wait? Like, at least.
Right. No, I mean I get it. I was just, I think you're probably right. As soon as
Well, I mean,
COVID
that's why I didn't
restrictions
do
are
it
really
last year. I mean, that's why he
loosened
said
up.
January, because he's like, oh, it'll be ready then, so I can tour for the summer.
How funny
And
would
then
it be if he just did a tour in all the places that are like open right now, just all throughout Texas, all throughout Mississippi, and then like in one in
Florida
Connecticut. Oh, in Florida. I forgot about Florida. That'd be so funny if like one state was opened up and you just did every single tiny little city.
Dude, do you know
He
the
goes to
amount of,
Eunice.
you know the influx of people that would go to those
Yeah.
states too? He could actually just do that, and it'd be like, oh, Drake's going to Texas. I live in Maine. I'm gonna drop how much money to fly
Yeah.
there? Yes, please.
It's just in like fucking Katy. He's in Shreveport. I don't know if Shreveport has a venue.
Probably. They have casinos. They have Gold Nugget.
Shreveport?
Yeah,
You kidding me?
yeah. I'm almost positive there's a Nugget in Shreveport.
I did not know that.
No, there is one in Shreveport. I know that for a fact. You know why?
Why?
All the Dallas people go there.
Why?
Gambling isn't legal in Texas, and Shreveport is not that far from Dallas, so all the
Are you
Dallas
serious?
people, yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's why. That's literally part of the reason why Shreveport exists, is because of all the vices that aren't legal there. They just go to Dallas. Especially, it's really just Dallas.
Yeah.
But like all the Dallas people just fucking go to Shreveport. That's literally like part of its relevancy is
dude.
its closeness to Dallas.
For so long in my life that I thought Dallas was where San Antonio was. San Antonio.
Dallas
was
is
where,
north. San Antonio's south.
Yeah, I thought Dallas was where San Antonio was. San Antonio was where Houston was, and Houston was where Dallas was. I don't know why. My entire life I thought that, and then like at some point in like high school,
I
was
also
like,
didn't
oh,
realize
Houston's
that like
right there.
West Texas is so irrelevant.
Uh,
It's like Austin, San Antonio, and then like Houston,
Lubbock.
Dallas, and then it's just like West Texas. There's fucking
Yeah.
nothing until you get to El
Amarillo.
Paso. I thought even Amarillo was like north. Like
I have no idea
I
where
thought
Amarillo
Amarillo
is.
was
I'm
like
just naming cities.
west of Dallas. But yeah, no, that's my prediction. Let's see. Which is weird because I think it's kind of funny that I think What's Next was kind of supposed to be his like more so banger, pop banger.
no, yeah, Amarillo and Lubbock are both very, very west.
Yeah, I thought What's Next was supposed to be like that, and like from the consensus I've gotten, everyone is just like Lemon Pepper Freestyle is definitely the best song on this project or on this EP.
I've only listened to it once while we were on the way to the camp.
And you missed all of Drake's verse. You literally skipped it after because there's like a pause after Rick Ross's verse before Drake comes in, and you just missed all Drake's like kinda, 2 or 3 verses.
I kind of zoned out, and I was like, okay, well, that was good.
Yeah, I just think it's funny. I was like, Drake hasn't even rapped yet, and you were like, oh, okay.
Okay, well, I'll go back and listen to it then.
No, it's good. I mean, he makes it's like a very just like chill kind of. He rides the beat and kind of just reflects, but he makes a bunch of interesting shit. He talks about how he's making so much noise. He's like he can't do it silently because he pulls up to a parent teacher conference in like a fucking caravan of Escalades, and then he's like, we can't get anything done talking to the teacher because they're like, do you know Beyonce or Nicki Minaj? That's like one of the lines. And he's just like, yeah.
Jesus.
But, and then he also talks about, I thought it was kind of dumb, but it was kind of sick because he was just like, he's like, my house looks bigger through my son's eyes. Just like, yeah, your son's small. But, because then it led into, it's my dick feel better when you're drunk, right? That was another.
I don't like when people juxtapose children and then fucking lines.
Okay, no, there was probably one in between, but it was like part of that flow of kind of like, this feel better when this to that, this whatever. And then he ended it with that, and I was just like, okay, but I just really want to call that song the Spicy Garlic Parm Freestyle instead of the Lemon Pepper Freestyle, but we can end it here. I mean, I can't talk about the Rick Rubin thing.
I got one other thing I wanted to talk about. Were you awake when everyone tried to steal the sign?
No.
Okay.
Because I forgot. I forgot that I was like, let's steal the sign, and then I went to bed. And I woke up the next day. I was like, fuck, I forgot to steal the sign. And then
do you know that happened?
I know y'all went and y'all couldn't find a wrench.
No, they found a wrench. So what happened was, they went to go steal it, and so I went outside to administer, to what's the word? Oversee what was going on, basically. And I'm like, first of all, there's no way they get up to it. It's like 10 feet high. So Connor got on top of Blake's back and got to the bolts, and I was like, okay, getting pretty close.
That's the figure. I was like, we have Blake here.
Yeah. So
and all we need is just 2 guys to hold their feet.
They're like, we need a wrench. Like Connor was trying to hand screw it, and he couldn't. He's like, we need a wrench. And so we went back inside, and they grabbed the wrenches, and they started walking back outside. I'm like, guys, no, we are not stealing this fucking sign. They're like, what? I'm like, I was not going to let y'all steal the sign. I just didn't think y'all were going to get up to it. And then I'm like, there's no way they find the wrenches. But then y'all did. Like, there's no way I'm letting y'all steal this sign.
Why not?
Because it's my camp. They're going to be like, it's the fucking 16 people that were at the, college kids who are at the camp right there.
Fair point.
Anyway, and Connor was so distraught. He was like, what the fuck, dude?
That's why we do it with less people. We go back, we get a proper crew. We get a ladder.
Yeah, I was nervous. They were getting too close. Connor was like,
you almost need like
Connor was offended.
You need like,
dude, what?
Is there like a little thing you put on a drill? Because that's what you need. You need like NASCAR pit crew. This shit just and
there is a thing. Don't take the sign.
Damn it.
Steal another sign, one that's less giant and obviously across the street.
Did you see they were like, let's steal the other one across the street that's like the actual giant one? We didn't try and steal a sign. For those watching, we did not go to Leeville and try and steal the sign. We're going to steal it anyway later, but you didn't hear that from us. But
there's like one sign. Yeah.
Next hurricane, we'll do it.
Next hurricane's a good idea because it might just blow down anyway.
It's not going to blow down, but they'll be like, oh.
What if it did?
The hurricane took it. The hurricane
stole the
bolts.
sign.
The bolts are still there in the ground. The bottom sign is there, but the top one is gone.
The wind was a little faster up there.
Y'all don't know that the velocity of wind is higher at specifically the level that sign was at?
About 10 feet, but at like 8 feet, it goes back to normal. Doggy.
My dog is barking.
Okay, well, that might be the cue.
Yeah. I could talk about the Rick Rubin thing, but it was a very interesting thing. But I could talk about that for a while. So,
okay, do you want to save it for the next one?
Yeah, I'll save it for the next one.
All
right. Well, help us get more money so we can do more cool shit with this podcast. And we will see you next week.
Peace.